Venezuela. Haven't covered that for a while. The government there now faced with keeping the police and the military fed. That's right. There's a problem for you. Blood Profits author Vanessa Neumann joins us now. Vanessa, if you can't feed the military and you can't feed the police, you're done.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm actually heading down to Colombia today, this afternoon, and I'll be touring the refugee camps on the border town of Cucuta. And what's coming across is not just civilians, Venezuelan civilians, but former security forces members, former police, the people who were shooting at the protesters last summer. They're coming across because they're hungry, can't be fed, can't be paid. And as part of that, the Colombian government is forcing them to confess to their crimes, because that's what Colombians do. They gather intelligence.
Well, look, if you're done, I mean, if you're at this this terrible stage where you can't feed the military and the police force, what comes next?
Well, there's a lot of fracture. I mean, we know that at least 1,300 military personnel did not return to their barracks back in right after Christmas. They killed, you know, what was the equivalent of Venezuela's sort of James Bond figure. But he was one of the leaders of one of their special forces commando units. And so you have different commando units in different armed services fighting against each other now. And there's a lot of talk that there might be, you know, some coup attempt, or you've got two things. One, they're leaving, and the others they're starting to attack. So the days are numbered.
Sounds like a scenario for a military coup.
It does. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens.
Now, let's get it clear. You yourself, you couldn't go to Venezuela, could you?
I went in May very, very carefully. I was under surveillance because I am both American and Venezuelan, and I have been accused of being too American by the government. I think that after this trip, when I'm actually meeting with opposition leaders in Colombia, it'll be very difficult for me to go back for a long time, which is why I'm staying on the Colombian side of the border. There are a lot of changes, by the way, in how the Trump administration deals with these guys. Tom Shannon, who is an undersecretary, who a lot of the Venezuelan opposition viewed was too sympathetic to the socialist cause, is out. That was just announced a few minutes ago. And Trump is taking a harder line with the opposition. If you negotiate, we're going to stop backing you, and we're going to find other people, which is the diaspora, to really back. Okay. Because we've had it with this scenario.
But Vanessa, thank you very much for being our reporter on all of this. You're the only way we can find out what's going on, and we appreciate that. Vanessa, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.